It's time now to dive into our next podcast panel. And as much as I know you guys love listening to WrestleZone Radio, we have developed an amazing friendship, an amazing kinship with MLW Radio. Let's hear it for, first of all, MLW Radio. They just signed the Ric Flair show, and I haven't mentioned it yet, but I co-host the Bret Hart Radio show. Anybody here listening to Bret Hart Radio? Yeah, Miles, you love it, yeah. He shot really hard on Triple H this past week. Again, Bret really loves doing that. Couldn't lace up my fucking boots, period. I think those are the words of Bret the Hitman Hart. All right, without further ado, let's welcome to the stage right now a group of people from MLW Radio. You know them as Marty and Sarah, love wrestling, and their very special guest from Holy Foley, Frank the Clown!
What's up to all the brother Neros out there?
I
It's
knew
a good
you'd
smattering
come.
for that.
Yeah, I know. You guys are a little tired. Did you stay up all night last night watching Final Deletion 8,000 times like I did? You know, the higher you get, the better it gets.
8,000 is not enough.
Yeah. We were downstairs. Did any of you guys go downstairs and see any other podcasts or anything like that? No, just okay. There's so many different podcasts, like podcasts I've never even heard of, downstairs, and we were wondering like what kind of podcasts wrestlers would have if they kind of quit wrestling tomorrow. I think that Matt Hardy would start a podcast about drones, his new favorite hobby. It'd be called Bad to the Drone, and
I drew a picture for it.
that would be that would be great. Sarah, do you got any other ideas for a wrestler's podcast?
Jeff Hardy could have a podcast.
What would it be about?
Landscaping.
That dude loves getting high and doing landscaping, I think.
Yeah. Weed the final deletions of weeds. I messed that up. Can you make
Jesus
it better?
Christ. Nope.
All right.
Frank,
Marty,
welcome to the show.
it's been a long time coming.
Guys, make some noise for Frank the Clown. Yeah.
I don't know.
Do you want this?
How's this work?
Is this helpful for you?
I told Nick, he's been trying to sneak into my home
Yeah.
and get a wig for this show to display on the table. Apparently, he succeeded.
All right. Do you feel like you need to wear the wig to fully do the character, or is
Oh,
this?
God, no.
Are you going to talk in third person about Frank the Clown? That would be real weird.
Like a split personality?
You know,
Yeah.
Frank, and you do one of these. You just put your hands together like an Inside the Actor's Studio. You know, when I play Frank.
When Frank is with me.
So you are about to be a WWE Network star.
I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing.
I think it's going to be very cool. You're going to be on Holy Foley,
Yeah.
which is it's going to be a reality show.
Yeah.
And you're prepared for you put out a post to your friends. I saw this on Facebook.
Just my friends.
Just your friends. And these some of these wrestling fans they took a picture of it. And they put it all over. And this is what happens when you're on a reality show. Sometimes they can take it and twist it however way you want. You're sort of mentally prepared to be the heel, if you will, of the show.
Every television show, reality, or whatever, needs some sort of villain. Now, I'm not saying the villain. I'm not running around the show acting like a total asshole.
Okay.
Despite what people may think.
Right. That's Dewey, right? That's Dewey's role on the show.
Dewey's a total jackass. Yeah, he's the worst. But yeah, it's hardcore wrestling fans may hate it.
Okay.
They may hate it because they're going to probably hate anything that's put in front of them. It's one of those things. Casual wrestling fans and children and
nice people.
Women, everyday regular people. I think they're going to enjoy it. There's a lot of good wrestling content on it. There's a lot of funny stuff. And
what's one thing that you, I know you can't like tell too much about it or whatever, but is there any specific thing you guys did that you're like, that's definitely going to be good?
Yeah, not involving me because everything I'm in is wonderful. But there's one where Mick and Noel go to the WWE warehouse.
Ooh.
Which is
did you get to go?
I did get to go.
You
I'm not in the scene. I'm creeping around the
but
back.
You're there? What was the
like,
coolest thing you saw there?
They have like every WrestleMania stage piece there. So they have like the giant Statue of Liberty from WrestleMania 29 that was over the ring.
Yeah.
It's just lying there in pieces in the background.
Nice.
Like in the back room. There's like caskets lined up everywhere. It's weird.
Like, if
Because
you get
everybody
bored.
gets to take one thing.
No, they like were very, very strict about like, oh no, because otherwise I'd be like, oh my god, I'm gonna send this to everyone.
My satchel.
Yeah.
You get bored and you're like, I'm gonna go take a nap by the barber shop.
Yeah. They had the Dude Love Shack there. They had NASCARs and they had destroyed cars and they had a Punjabi prison.
That's
Punjabi prison is there.
A classic.
In case anybody was wondering, and it's getting ready to be used again. I don't know. Seemed like they were unpacking
Is that a
it.
spoiler? The Punjabi prison's getting ready to.
Yeah.
Is that how we're gonna crown that next world champ for SmackDown?
You could
That's the
really
rumor.
do like a night at the museum, but with the WWE warehouse, and all the pieces come to life.
Yeah.
Statue of Liberty.
Come over here. Okay,
Just a
Punjabi
sentence.
prison.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. What else? I'm trying to think. What would be like the weirdest thing that would come to life if it was like a night at the museum type of. Obviously, the gobbledygooker
All
costume.
Gobbledygooker. I saw it. It was there. It was there.
Fuck yeah, gobbledygooker would come to life.
I feel like every Budio is like that little donut from that old
Oh,
Christian TV
yeah.
show.
It becomes like almost like a cartoon character.
booty. We all do.
And they had the giant Budios box from WrestleMania, and then just a tub of Budios just lying there,
Just laying them.
just laying there. Yeah.
Delicious. I like how the ingredients. Like I was like pausing the TV and reading the ingredients.
I
on
have the
Budios.
box. You can just read it off mine.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. We'll set this up later. You want to come over?
I would love to, please.
Great.
So, like you mentioned, that there's like some negative wrestling fans will watch the show or whatever. You seem pretty positive, like on Twitter. People are like, if people kind of like, I don't know if we're allowed to curse, whatever, poo-poo on wrestling, which is
Let
kind
it
of
out, let
fun.
it out,
It
let
is
it out.
fun sometimes if something's, I don't know.
Right.
I think wrestling fans, half the fun is kind of making fun of the bad stuff. That's why things like Botchamania are popular or whatever. But you like seem pretty positive about wrestling.
Yeah, no, I try. I find myself too often watching the show, and I'm like, oh man, this sucks. And I want to tweet it, but I'm like, what does this do? I just look like everybody else who's complaining about it. So yeah, I always have an open mind with wrestling, and you know, I get all kinds of crazy tweets of just people being real big jerks.
Do you feel like maybe you like because you're when you go to these shows, a lot of times you have really good seats, and you don't want like Randy Orton to be like, I read your tweet, dude. Not cool.
He
The hell,
pauses.
man.
Yeah, I feel like Orton in his basement has any bad tweet about him ever, and like just so he can like keep an eye out for
He
them.
has a
Screen and just
dartboard,
Yeah,
constantly
and then
updates.
the yarn, like the red yarn, like we're gonna be in Chicago. That guy once said I was boring or something like that.
Fuck that guy, man. He's the worst.
I like that he takes offense to boring. Like that
Yeah.
really hurts Randy Orton.
Randy Borton. Yeah, no, I mean, I've called out some people before, like nothing crazy. It's more like constructive criticism. I'm not going to be that guy who's never stepped in a wrestling ring and never will. I'm 150 pounds soaking wet. I have no business judging how everybody's performing. So, I mean, I might do like some sort of like, hey, this was good, but, you know, maybe you should try this. But, yeah, I'm never like, oh, man, Jey Uso, you suck. Oh, you're the worst. I can't stand seeing you on my television anymore. Even though that's how I probably feel.
Wrestling secrets
Right, yeah,
tonight.
I was burying someone today. I didn't know who.
That's good.
Yeah.
I like it.
I like it. I'm a real positive wrestling fan. I like
Are you?
everything.
Yeah, everything?
I think. Well, I like
It's a bold
not
statement.
liking stuff as much as I like liking stuff. If that makes sense.
Okay, yeah,
I
yeah.
love dropping some shade.
Right. Nothing better than dropping a little
Jey
shade.
Uso, I'm coming for ya.
Right.
I think the Usos blocked me.
I'm
I think I made a DUI joke a long time ago, and I feel like I do feel bad about that. You know,
I
because
can
mean,
reach out to them for you.
could you
I'm
please?
so nice.
Do you ever are you blocked by anybody?
I'm
on
blocked by
Twitter?
the Usos.
Oh shit, me too.
And then, you know, I couldn't even figure out why. Like, I just happened to go on the
Yeah.
profile one day. I'm like, I haven't. There's no way I've tweeted him that much.
They were
Right.
just having a rough day, and they were
I-
like, "This guy might."
Yeah.
I enjoy. I don't know if any of you guys, by applause, anybody blocked by anybody on Twitter?
Famous people.
All right.
I
Who do you got? Who do you got? Who's blocked you? Who? Okay, Bubble
No.
Ray.
Bubble
okay,
Ray.
that makes
Bubble
sense.
Ray.
I'd block you too if you called me Bubble Ray. I was on Reddit Squared Circle, and I was like, oh, what's this tweet about? And I clicked on it, and I'm like, how come I can't see this? And then it's just like, Baron Corbin has blocked you, and I'm like, oh, I kind of felt like I'm doing something right if Baron Corbin blocked me. Like I got some good ones.
Was that recent?
Yeah, I was making.
You might have listened to the
I took a
podcast.
photo of his belly, and it was like faces, and then I tweeted that at him or something.
He's got a very unique belly.
Yeah, and then
pants are very low.
I got some good ones. I got Russo. That's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Because when his own website kicked him off that one time, I wrote, Vince Russo would like to wish Vince Russo the best of luck on his future Vince Russo endeavors. That got an instant block. Hogan, for some reason, Nash blocked me because on the anniversary of him debuting on Nitro, I was like, 15 years ago today, Kevin Nash misused the word adjective. That'll get you blocked. Anybody blocked you?
No.
You gotta start talking a little
I'm
shit.
super nice.
You gotta talk a little shit.
We gotta get you blocked by someone.
Yeah.
You guys could easily.
Who could you?
We're gonna start tweeting just
You-
relentlessly at someone
you
with your
mean
name
men.
mentioned.
Yeah, who could we get? Like Paige, like you don't like her new hair.
Yeah, you could get
Right.
Paige to block me. That's
Maybe.
fine. Just
Yeah, you're
don't
too
don't
pale.
get Renee
Yeah.
to block me. If
And I
anything,
went-
that's my last.
I went real
vestige.
hard on Del Rio when he wore that blouse when those pictures came out with him and Paige, and he was wearing that blue blouse.
His little scoop.
It was
And
down to his belly button.
I did
I'm
a
pretty
photo
sure.
of him wearing it, and then I found a woman wearing the exact same, and I wrote, "Who wrote it? Who wore it better?"
Did he block you?
No.
Yeah, he has a good sense of humor.
He's like, "I like that tweet. It was a good one." I imagine him and Paige are just like in bed, and he's like, "Look at this one. Look at
That's
this
a
pedal.
good pedal."
Look at this pedal." Let's see. So who is there? Obviously, you get a little more access to WWE superstars than
we do.
than me and Sarah do here. We just have to drive Ric Flair home from bars sometimes every once in a while.
Unky Rick.
That's an
Yeah,
honor.
it's an honor. We like it.
Yeah.
He
He always has candy in his pocket, in his robe.
Yeah. Who is somebody who's like surprisingly nice?
And don't say Mick Foley.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's surprisingly. Enzo Amore is great.
Oh yes.
man.
I'm
He's
so
great.
glad to hear
yeah,
that.
like he kind of can be. He's got that very deep, strong voice, and like
beans,
Yes, he
beans.
does.
That was my favorite when he was in Breaking Ground, and he's just staring at Bailey, and he's like, "Beans, beans, magical fruit." Just kind of like, "Oh fuck, this guy's creeping me
You
out."
text that to me like 3 times a week. But I
I-
think that's because I send you Enzo pictures.
I
Like
just
3
like
times a
getting
week.
close-ups of Enzo's eyes, and I just send them to her.
right, just
And underneath
beady
it, I
eyes
just
stare
write,
right into your soul.
Oh
beans,
yeah.
beans.
It's like
Yeah.
I don't want to be attracted to him, but I'm becoming attracted to him.
Right. What will
Sorry.
officially win you over? What will you have to do to really win you over?
You know what it was that won me over?
presidents?
The presidents. He can name all the presidents.
She's an old nerd from social
I got
studies.
a 4
So
in
does that
AP US
mean-
history.
Does that mean you have a crush on Bob Backlund?
Yes.
Bob Backlund has been known.
I think I'm convinced that Enzo is a bounty hunter from the future sent back to kill the next Hitler, but he got real into wrestling instead. He's just like, yeah, I'll take care of that next Hitler later, but now I'm doing wrestling stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, and I met Cass. How you doing? So big. We like to do F, Marry, Kills on our podcast. Are you guys familiar with F, Marry, Kill? Yeah.
Yeah.
This one, always big Cass. She's a big, how do you?
We're gonna swear. Pioneer fucking
Yeah,
is what
she-
I would do with Big Cass.
'Cause
You
he's
just
a-
feel safe in the winter, like you know you're gonna survive another year. There's enough wheat. Like I'm gonna have a child. Like it's gonna be fine.
So if that's pioneer fucking, what would you call having sex with Enzo? What would that be?
Like city dirt fucking.
City dirt fucking.
Yeah.
I imagine like a you ever watch a porn where the guy leaves his shoes and socks on?
Yeah.
I feel like that's what's happening with and like and a cap on backwards, like a baseball
his
cap.
Jordans on.
Yeah,
yeah,
He's got like
yeah.
suspenders.
Some
but
like
no hands.
horrible radio show playing in the background.
Oh yeah. Power 97 or something like that.
Yeah,
It's
his
going on.
favorite growing
Yeah.
up. Oh, I used to listen to this all the time.
Ah,
Come
the
here.
old- The old morning guy had a funny. He would do like spoofs of songs. It's funny, like instead of.
And all this time he's fucking.
Yeah. It's like, do you want to focus on me here real
Right.
quick?
No, but that's the problem. He's focused so hard on your face, but just having this small talk because his eyes are
Just
just.
every pump he's doing to like Vanilla Ice or Nas.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, instead of Ice Baby.
You ever read Ice by Ice? That's his autobiography. You know, it's surprisingly
It's good.
optimistic for where his career ended up.
Yeah, I'm gonna get him on Raw one of these days. You watch and see. Don't sleep on ice.
We think Vince is kind of scared of Enzo.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
like
sees
really-
those eyes and he's like, "Well, has anybody tested him lately?"
Right, yeah, like he
I
just
don't know.
commands this room.
Yeah.
And only Vince McMahon is like the only guy that should be able to command a room in his backstage area, and Enzo just walks in and Vince just cowers.
Did you
Yeah,
ever?
he just, like,
did you ever
look at-
meet Vince?
I met Vince.
Ooh.
I
How'd
met
that go?
Vince. So we did a little filming at Extreme Rules, and I was in like my full clown stuff, and I see Vince walking down the hallway, and I'm like, holy shit, this is not gonna end well. I don't know. I didn't want to be that guy. It's like, I didn't know if anybody was aware that like, hey, we're filming backstage, instead of it's like Frank the Clown's prancing back here because he doesn't know any better. He's dressed as a clown.
How'd you get back here, pal?
Right, like completely like not self-aware at all. So he walks
Buddy.
up, And it was just a very brief encounter. Hey, how you doing? How's the show going? The firmest handshake I probably have ever had from a human being in my life.
And he like looks deep in your
He
eyes.
feels your human energy.
I may or may not have like gotten like a half boner when he shook my hand.
Sure. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, oh my
Oh.
God, like a total like Mark boner. Oh my God, it's Vince. But total, yeah, it was very brief, and it was just one of those things where it's like, God knows what this man is thinking right now, if he's thinking at all.
Yeah.
Sarah thinks he has a fish bowl in his head and there's fish swimming around.
Right.
Sometimes
constantly.
they die, and
Yeah.
Shane has to like get the net and scoop them out.
This is a poll for the crowd here. Does anybody, when you watch Shane and Stephanie, feel like there's a little sexual tension between them? Anybody? Like a little, like,
Thank
yeah,
you.
right? Like a little.
I feel that way.
Like sometimes I just feel like they're just going to be like, what are we doing?
Like, I feel like someone would write like a high school play about them where they're like, we're going to write about a brother and sister who shouldn't. Like, that's how.
Yeah, and they're just like, God, your hair looks so good, Steph.
Oh, okay. I need to get some work done. You
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Get out
What
of here
am
in
I
your
talking
swim
about?
trunks.
Ugh, I love my wife. And then he leaves the room.
We have it on good authority that Shane is ripped.
Yeah, we
Six-pack, pecs,
we know
perfect
somebody
nipples.
who saw him with his shirt off.
Do you?
Yeah, they were
Yeah.
doing a little extra work and they
I
were
think
going
it's the
over.
same Extreme Rules. I think
Yeah.
it was.
Where was
no,
I?
that wasn't Extreme Rules. No, it was in Chicago. I'm
Yeah.
mixing up my
Ah,
years.
okay.
And
Bad fan.
because he like his shirt came up and it was just
No,
like
he was
City.
changing shirts and
Oh, but they saw
everyone
him
went
change.
nuts.
Yeah.
He's very tan too, like an
Yeah.
unusual amount of tan, but
Yeah.
it works for him.
Yeah, they probably have some kind of butter. Like when you get high enough up, you just eat the butter and you get tan.
Why am I orange? It's the butter.
It's the butter.
It's the butter. Let's see. So maybe we should do an F, Marry, Kill with you.
Okay.
Yes.
Now I know these are some of your coworkers now. On the
It won't last for very long.
now that
don't
you're
worry.
part of the family. Yeah, I don't want to make it weird if you see them.
Yep.
But let's see. Let's go with some of our favorites. Our favorite
favy faves.
former divas. Now just superstars. Okay.
Not just women.
They're just
for
women.
once in their
Yeah.
lives.
Just like everyone else.
Let's see. Let's go back and forth. You throw one out, then I'll throw one out, then you throw one out.
Okay, I'm
Frank
gonna
here.
say Bailey because you never let us.
I don't agree with Bailey being in any F, Marry, Kills. I think she's too pure to be in one.
Yep, but
That was my first impression there
That's,
too. Yeah, I was like, oh man, where am I gonna
I
put
feel
her?
real weird. Like I want to kind of I'm not part of this.
yeah, but you don't have to say.
I'm not in this.
So Bailey's in.
All right. So Bailey is in.
I've written her down.
I will go with. Let's go with Sasha Banks. Let's go with Sasha Banks.
Sasha, and I'm gonna round it out with Becky Lynch.
Ooh. Frank, you have to F one, marry one, and kill one. Mm-hmm. Walk us through your thoughts.
All right, so right away, I'm marrying Bailey.
Yes,
Absolutely.
good choice.
You have to.
I would.
Right.
Also, and I'd like to say this, separate beds, like the old Brady Bunch. Nightstand in the middle.
You don't get to determine their life.
Maybe even
You
a
don't get
no
to
holds
determine
barred, a
this.
little tape down it, a little athletic tape, and a sheet down
Here's
there
what
to
I want
just
you to
separate
do.
everything.
When you marry Bailey, I want you to just like go to town, make out with her in front of Marty. I just want that
Okay,
moment.
okay, yeah, I'll see
Okay,
what
you
I
can
can
do
do.
that.
Okay.
You're gonna be married after all.
Right.
Okay, so separate bedrooms. You guys are getting married. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So my rationale behind that is she's just too nice to just have sex with once. Like, hey, I should treat her
know.
much better than that. And I can't kill her. She's that because she is too nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That just it would feel
And
really
what would
wrong.
Izzy
You
say?
get haunted by a
Right,
friendly
she would
ghost.
Right. Yeah.
She
Izzy
might
would show
as
up at my
well have a
doorstep
daughter.
in tears.
Yeah.
I took a photo with superfan Izzy at WrestleCon.
Did you really?
And I've never felt like more of a pedophile in my life.
Hey, Izzy.
I
mind if
forgot
get
to
a
like
photo?
ask her
What
parents.
face
I'm like,
did you
is this
make?
cool? They're like, yeah, I guess.
She gets it all the time.
Yeah. So
And from creepier men than you.
I know.
You got it for free this year. You won't get it for free next year.
Nope.
All
That's
right,
gonna cost
enough
you.
screwing
All right.
around. Somebody's got to die.
I'm killing Sasha Banks.
Whoa!
Wow.
Controversial.
I'm killing Sasha Banks not because she's. I knew that was gonna get some heat. I'm killing Sasha Banks not because I don't find her attractive.
Okay.
I just feel like that in the bedroom she would be really mean to me, and it would be like that. It would be like that, not
You
like
would
sexy mean.
never
She would
Okay.
be putting
make
me down
me
the whole time.
come.
Like,
Yeah.
that's all you got? Yeah.
Really? This is it?
That's it.
This is what I'm working with.
As opposed to Becky, who I think would be just like real comforting. What would
Oh,
I
this
say?
is a really. You know what I
walking
said?
me through it.
I
and-
can't believe how many times I've come.
Right? Yeah. This is great. Oh my gosh.
And I'm not surprised because you seem like a nice guy, and then it turns out a wonderful lover.
Right.
That's Becky's got a
That
husky
is- yeah.
intensity
That's a
to
great
her.
impression.
That is
Oh,
good.
thank
Becky.
you so
I
much.
can see it right now.
You-
Yeah.
It's a little
Oh,
similar.
let me take my goggles off.
Yeah. My Googles.
My Google.coms.
With her theme song playing in the background.
Sarah does a good Becky, but then she also does Finn Balor's mom, which is similar but different.
Oh, my sweet Finn. You know, he comes home and he's been wrestling all day. So what I've done is I've made a couple of those little hot dogs in a blanket. Pigs in a blanket. She's always cooking for him.
Mrs. Balor, are you? How do you like Finn when he puts on all the makeup and he's the demon?
Oh, it's a little. You know, he comes around the corner and I always go, huh! It scares me a little, but I know it's what he loves to do, and every boy and every girl should do what they love.
That's Mrs. Balor. Yeah. Yeah.
She's nicer than I'll ever be.
She's the nicest lady on the planet. What would Mrs. Balor say of Frank if he was wearing all his clown?
Oh, I just love what you do. I love that you go to the shows and you show passion. It's people like you that bring Finn out to the ring every single day.
Thank you, Mrs. Valor. That's really kind.
She's so nice.
Such a sweetheart.
I swear, earlier this week, I was like freaking out about something, and in my head, Mrs. Balor was like, all you gotta do is calm down, focus on what you love, and be polite. And I was like, where'd that come from?
You're kind of going crazy, but
I'm
in a very
losing it,
wonderful way.
Yeah.
That's what I always think. And then we also think about this and see if you agree with us. We think that during the day, like before Raw, that Dean Ambrose hangs out with the pyro guys. Like, he's not friends with any of the wrestlers. Like, he's kind of friends with Roman a little bit, but he hangs out with the pyro crew.
Right, like the really
and
dirty.
he's always asking them to, like, make him, like, little, like, M80s or something.
Right. Hey,
and
man.
then we're convinced that he lights them and throws them at Seth Rollins.
And Seth's like,
fuck with
come
them.
on, you are not going to put me out again.
Because we also think that back in the Shield days when they all traveled together, they always made Seth sit in the back. And like Roman would always drive. Ambrose was in shotgun reading like a in-flight magazine.
Like looking at like what to buy in there.
He
Right.
always just has magazines that you would find places.
Yeah.
Really
But-
brought this rock
He's just like,
structure.
yeah, someone left a Newsweek at the Ambassadors Lounge in United, so I've just been reading this for the last 3 weeks.
Right, yeah,
I read it like front and back, like 5 times.
Yeah.
And then Seth is always in the back, and he's like trying to like lean forward.
It's always chirping like, hey, what are you guys talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Roman's always like, Rollins, back up. Yeah. You're my periphery, dog.
Yeah.
So
This car ain't gonna drive itself, dog.
And Renee's trying to make sure that Dean like doesn't get too into the fireworks, or she's like, "Can you guys just do me a solid and just like keep an eye on him?"
She goes to the pyro guys like, Dean's gonna ask for pyro. He's gonna ask for fireworks.
It's okay to tell him no.
Don't tell him because
It's
Don't
fine.
feel pressured. Like
We were
he's not gonna do any good with them anyways.
we were convinced he was gonna blow off some fingers over the 4th of July, and then like WWE.com would be like, turns out that 3-way is off after all.
It's just gonna be Seth doing a monologue.
Ambrose blew his thumb off on the 4th of July, hanging out with the pyro crew before Raw.
Not a surprising story at all.
What? I like pyro. Big deal. I like to
Big
blow
deal,
shit
man.
up. So, I don't know what you're writing. Okay, I got a sign. So, I got a sign. You guys bring signs to shows. So, Frank, in closing, we want to thank you for being
Marty.
on this portion of the show.
Yeah. And
What?
all portions of the show. We're all one big show.
Yeah.
All
How can people
portions.
follow you on Twitter?
On Twitter at Frank WWE Clown.
You getting verified?
followed you this
You
week.
verified, bro?
My girlfriend has got verified today, so I
Okay,
feel like kind of
okay.
like a little bit less of a man.
Okay.
I
I only have sex with women that are verified. So
Do you?
That's
He's
the
had
only way I
sex
do it.
0 times.
I've not had sex yet.
He's
so.
really looking forward to it. It's gonna be so fun.
And everyone should watch Holy Foley.
August 21st, I believe, immediately after SummerSlam.
Ooh, that's
Ooh,
nice.
that's gonna be a big weekend.
It's a really
Nice.
good spot. Like I'm stoked about that spot.
Yeah.
Like
People are gonna be
Because they'll
bitching
just
about
leave it on,
Roman
yeah.
winning, and they'll be like, "God damn it! Hey, it's Frank."
hey,
It'll be-
wow, just the thing I wanted to see.
There you go.
Yeah.
Sarah.
At Sarah Joy Shockey on Twitter.
That's
and
cool.
you know what? At Marty DeRosa on Twitter. I'm not gonna make
Sure.
you say it.
Why not? Also, we got Marty and Sarah Loves Wrestling pins. If you guys want to,
I have
throw
like
those.
9 in my purse.
We have 9, so we have merch. So thank you guys so much, and let's keep the show rolling. Let's bring Nick back up here.
Nick,